This program is about saliva, wind, valves, and blowing raspberries down long tubes. The brass section.
We blow loud. We talk loud, and everything comes on.
Everything.
We're very free with our thoughts. And we swear a lot.
Excuse my language. Yes, that's very good, a bit too good now. Forget it. Can I have one before B? So it is 2, 2, 2, 2. 1, 2, 3. That's it.
It's quite a difference, isn't it, hearing the Wagner brass to hearing the much more sort of restrained tones of an earlier orchestra. It's a pretty hefty sound and comparatively new, since most of these instruments were fairly crude hunting instruments.
The beginning, yes. I mean, this instrument, trumpet, horn, been with us long time, probably as long as the early string composition, but using it as a solo instrument, it started much later. Probably it was because of the sound was not right, and because of the intonation was a serious problem.
Must have been murder to get the right note.
Horn, first and second horn. Third and fourth. Emphasize the eighth note wherever it is. Okay, now let's start now.
Basically, a brass instrument, like a wind instrument, produces a noise by vibrating air in a tube, and it just has the harmonics.
Yes, what we can produce. Now the ventiles changed.
And the only way we
chromatic.
can change those is by changing the length of the tube.
And that with a little push.
With a piston one can do it, or with a valve. Yeah.
Or with a valve and piston, that you make it a shorter and became half-tone possible.
Whenever you put down one of these valves, there's a little rotor inside here, which takes this pipe and switches it in here. So then instead of going right through here, the air goes around here.
Longer pipe.
Yeah,
I see.
And that changes the length of the tube and makes it higher and lower.
When you think that the pistons or valves were introduced into France in 1826, that's only 150 years ago.
If you think that until that point nobody could play a chromatic.
It's amazing that happened, because when you think of the trombone, which wasn't it that more or less, I mean, it had the slide mechanism for some time.
But that did it a slide with a hand.
Yeah.
It was nothing else, just a hand. So it was obviously...
I feel like saying, come
dicey.
On, chaps, pistons,
very
valves.
Dicey. Yes,
I thought it seemed to have taken a long time.
The old trumpets doesn't have valves.
Yes.
And so you have to play with the natural notes or other notes.
Yeah.
What's called, I don't know.
Partials, the harmonics.
Partial, yeah. And so you can't only play like fanfares.
Must have been like the invention of the computer for the brass section. Yes. Because, I mean, to be able to get around in a much more sort of virtuosic way. Yeah.
And the intonation became incomparable.
the horn, it has a very strange fundamental tone. I can hit the fundamental tone of an F horn, but because of the valves, it can go theoretically lower. But my face just can't do it.
Your face can't do it?
It can only stretch so much.
Well,
you actually lick that mouthpiece as if you were, as if it was an ice cream. Amazing amount of spit that goes into these things.
Right. Well, without using any valves down, the open lowest sound would be.
Which is where? F?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And then all the valves down would go even lower.
Go ahead. Where is that? Is that off the keyboard somewhere?
Yeah, it's just
below that?
Yeah, 2 notes below that.
Don't ever do that again. I noticed that as you went lower when you played that your face had to accommodate that. Can you play this solo for us?
Excuse me.
Yes, yes. This is a very beautiful towel, ladies and gentlemen. Very beautiful towel.
Mom will just hate this on camera, my towel.
Yes, I know, but this is what makes good television, is dirty towels.
What I'm doing is I'm making the space inside my mouth bigger.
The space inside your mouth?
You have to drop your jaw a bit so that the lips can vibrate and resonate in a different way.
Yeah.
It's called straight mute, made of metal. It's a sharp, aggressive sound.
I've just lost my left ear. And what is that?
That's made out of wood. It's not so aggressive. It's good for playing soft.
Can I just take that out and play the same phrase without it?
Can we make a weak agreement if I do that? It doesn't mean everything is okay. It means 1/4. Okay? So if you are too loud, either you react if I do that or that, but react, God's sake.
It's amazing when you just take the Apprentice's thing. How sort of strangely modern and perky it is. It's sort of like a throwback to the 60s.
A little funny, arrogant little voice. Yes, of course. Crescendo. Okay, very good.
The Meistersingers themselves, right?
No, this is Stolzing. This is the love motif.
This is the love motif, right? Okay.
And then here are the Meisters.
Here, the Meistersingers are down here.
The tuba.
Sorry,
The masters, the marching masters.
That must be wonderful to play actually on the tuba. I mean,
he loves it so much. Try to make it. So it is here the love music, here's the apprentice, and there is the masters. Here we go.
And.
Three themes.
But it's compared to
Do you want to play it?
I don't know that I should.
It won't mess up your makeup.
It won't mess up my makeup. I had a very bad time with the oboe, I must tell you. It was a very strange experience.
Well, the oboe's different.
The oboe is different. Can you dismantle this in any way? I mean, does anything come off?
Everything comes off.
Everything comes off.
Oh,
It
it's
sounds
fun.
good. Oh.
You can take out. There are 9 of these. Well,
There are 9
on
of
mine
these?
there are.
Maybe you shouldn't take it all out, but because we may
You can
want
take
to.
out these.
Okay.
I can put them back.
Is this? Do you do that normally when you pack it and stuff?
Well, there's water in here because
Oh,
when
there's
you
water.
breathe, I didn't oil them. When you breathe, there's condensation, and you have to have some means of getting everything out.
Right. After 2 now. You can't really do rotary breathing with this, can you?
Oh, yeah.
You can?
Yeah.
Can you demonstrate? Rotary breathing, by the way, is when breath is held within the mouth and... That's great. I don't know how you do that. I notice you have this sort of hand piece up there, which I...
It's one of my dad's socks.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
this is just tape.
Normally people have their father's socks on their
No,
instruments.
no, this is also dad's sock, and this is a ponytail holder. Usually you
A
have
ponytail holder on your dad's sock.
Yeah.
This is, I think, a first.
Yeah, it's called German trumpet. It's German kind of making. Normally, you see American trumpets. They're building like this.
Yeah.
The bones are like this, and the ventiles are from here. And
The what?
The ventiles.
Oh, the valves, you mean?
The valves, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And you're playing like this.
Yeah.
They're coming up.
Yeah.
And it's German. And your valves are
On the
this
side.
way, on
Is
the
there a
side.
difference? Is there a difference in tone?
It's a difference in the sound.
This is a little pad. It's for calluses for your feet.
Oh,
But
I
I
see.
use
So
but
when you
I
put
use
the-
it to protect this here because when I put my hand in the bell,
Yeah.
if it's up against the metal
Yeah.
for extended periods of time, especially if you play off your knee, this can smart a bit.
The Symphony Fantastique of Berlioz. And in this piece we're going to hear the March to the Scaffold, which has a wonderful use of brass. We hear the, as he says, I think the poet, the artist in an opium-induced dream, killing his lover and then being marched to the scaffold and
Condemned to death.
Condemned to death and having
The
his
marching.
head chopped off.
Rather more symbol than Gran Cassa. Okay? So it's really the symbol which the Garde Nationale getting mad.
My father owns a music repair shop, and when I was a little kid, I walked in and saw the tuba and the nice big shiny instrument, and I was like, wow, that's great. So I wanted to play one of those from the very start.
I was 6 when I started to play trumpet, and I didn't choose. I just get an instrument here, looking at my lips, take it, play, and I played.
I saw someone demonstrate it, and I couldn't figure out why they put the hand in the bell. I thought it looked kind of silly.
I start with my brother, because my brother is trombone player.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
And why did he start?
Ooh, you have to ask him.
Oh.
I'm not quite understood. Come, do that. Just that. 78. Very good. Now it's too good. Now you make the boo-ya, it's too long. Break a little earlier. Boo-ya, titi-ya, titi-ya. You hear how much I break? Just a 16. Ba-you, titi-ta. Do-you, titi-ta. Perfect. Perfect.
The best music written for my instrument was written for orchestra.
Yeah.
We do have great solo pieces, but we don't have many. It's not like the violin where you have Brahms concerto and Beethoven concerto and a million Mozart concerto.
Yeah.
It's not like that at all.
Big son, wipe me out of my place. Boo!
Obviously, it's the end of the story for the artist in his opium-induced dream, and we get the last sort of smattering of the Idée fixe, don't we, on the clarinet.
Boom! And now is the guillotine falling down. His head is down. Berlioz's fourth movement, wonderful usage of the brass and percussion.
Yeah.
At the beginning goes. There are two things immediately very new. First, two timpanis, muffled timpanis. That movement and the third sordino horn. That's
frightening when you do that.
amazing. And then it comes the big motive and the marching.
It's finished.
Go further. Oh, play it once more, please. It's so beautiful.